Yeah, they've kind of just got Ambessa to run in, and everybody else is going to be looking to keep them at range. Whereas, you know, you've got Renekton in Italy. As you mentioned, the Hui really does shine when there's a lot of CC in the comp. I've heard about a lot of the Rift changes and, you know, the way that objectives work and the fact that first tower is a feat of strength. I was like, oh boy. I mean, we're getting lane swaps. It's just a thing. And Peanut never changes, even with the increased damage. Ooh, very nice flash away from the Vines. Peanut takes a massive shot. Big dive on the bottom side as well. Fighting for first blood. Who's going to get it first? This dive is not going to work, though. Duro nearly dies, and Keen will go down. And that'll be first blood here for Hanwha Life Esports. Gen.G, they want at least the kill. Will they get it? Yeah, no, they will not. They will not get the kill. And Duro goes down. The spear lands.
They're too low, they can't.
And Zeus just laughs in their face.
And I feel like this is the hallmark of Zeus and lane swaps. Oh, he's looking for more!
Oh, man. And Ruler with barrier so close. So incredibly close.
Testing the limits. I think you remember the summer prediction last year that I got right and everyone else didn't get right. And
that's true.
It's not just a prediction.
I mean, that was a little bit different.
Yeah, I think if you're wrong about your predictions, it's kind of sad. You should really just get better at your job.
Yeah. Coming in to the beginning of this one, especially because they kept 4 players together, and they have, you know, potentially the best top laner in the LCK, right?
Yeah, I think for me, one of the things is that, like, you know, I think support jungle synergy is really important, healthy. So they can get it low, but I don't think they're going to be able to take it in time, and Keen does have teleport if he wants to move back, so Peter will just pick up some camps, he'll get some damage in the bot lane tower, but it'll be Gen.G getting 6 grubs in this game. Which definitely is a nice treat to pick up.
But at least pushes them off. Yeah. Do not face check that brush. They're all there again.
Bit of an odd TP coming in from Zeka. They're going for the redive.
Yeah, I mean, especially on this one. They're just going to line up the CC, immediately kill Zeus. There's an arrow straight into the Bard as well. That is a dead Bard as Peanut desperately trying to peel for the team, but everybody flashes away. Very nice couple of kills lined up here for Gen.G, and that tower is getting dangerously low. Gonna get him to safety, but they clear everything out. They notice, hey, Hanwha Life is just not here, so let's just take a free Drake and a free feat of strength completion. Chovy gonna miss some abilities, but he's still got his whole team down here, and they know that there's not a lot of support for Zeus, so.
Yep, 6 grubs. They should just be able to pick this tower up pretty easily. Definitely feels like they've regained control of the game after the early hiccup with the dives. One of the best supports the LCK has been, even he can club, so, yeah. You know, it's definitely a high burden of execution now. Gen.G looking towards the Herald. HLE are more in position to contest this if they want, but still doesn't look like they're interested. The arrow won't connect. Just kind of fishing with that one, but Herald plus those 6 grubs. Gen.G have the tools to keep pushing momentum. They will lose this tower in the bot lane, though, just as Zeus pushing. Yeah,
it really does feel like Hanwha Life Esports, after the dive in top lane, they've really stepped on the brakes and said, okay, we are not going to fight over anything. You know, we don't want to fight over the Infernal Drake. We don't want to fight over the Rift Heralds. You know,
it's getting it like all the time. I know it's solo queue, like, don't get me wrong, but like,
yeah.
Cleanse burn, so pretty nice for Gen.G. And the thing is, yes, you burn the Ash Hour for it. We have Dragon up in like 5 seconds, but you have a lot of ways to benefit from the lack of cleanse. The Leona, you're definitely appreciating that one. And now they're looking to pressure this mid lane tower. They have the Herald if they want to throw it down. Maybe seeing what they can do without the Herald first, though. Oh, big ult.
It's just the follow-up isn't really there. They're actually engaging our Gen.G. Did Duro go too far? It's the question, but the poke that lands on a Peanut from so far away is massive. And yeah, they don't get any kills, but so many low health bars here on the side of Hanwha Life Esports, they kind of have to abandon ship. As you see Zeka maybe looking for something on the left side. The spear gonna force Peanut to not go for a back. As flanking Corki, it's not a thing. Zeka's been having a very weird game so far.
Difficult, like they land the bottle, but like, unless Ambessa's there, or like Peanut or Viper in range to lay the CC, nothing really comes from it. And Gen.G's comp has all this poke, has this long range engage, and they kind of just melted HLE.
Much damage if you're kiting it pretty well. They've got it down to half. They are threatening it. Zeus does have a nice angle with the Hex Gate behind them. And you can see that Chovy immediately is worried about that, but he's got Keen for that. There's the arrow, there's the Leona, but the Bartle to come in to try to save Peanut. Can he get away? No, he just gets rooted and immediately decimated. Canyon goes golden and will survive, and now it's a 5v4. Although Keen is kind of fighting a 1v1 here against Zeus. Zeus getting pretty low, and he will go down. Tries to flash away and can't do it. Ruler on his Ashe. His huge Ashe that he always loved to play. He's playing it once again here in this game, and he wanted blood, but you can see Hanwha Life Esports immediately just had to give up the point.
Just flawless execution from Gen.G there, really just taking their time. The CC connects, and you see the concept of composition. It's so hard for a Zyra, especially one with no flash, to play into this composition. And HLE try what they can, but not able to deny it, and Atacam will go over to Gen.G. Canyon, who he just healed and immediately mitigate all the damage. You can like collect it into IE, so like you need a lot of time before you're really pumping relevant numbers. And
there it is again. I mean, Mikhails is available, but does it matter is the question. Peanut doesn't get to play the game. He's just out of there, and he says, well, sorry guys, I did everything I could. Delight presses Mikhails immediately.
Yeah, it means you don't die, and that's about it. That is the only difference. I do believe this team of kills, but it wasn't showing up in the scoreboard, so I think that's why it's gone away now, because we're having some issues there. Should be.
Yeah, I think it froze or something.
But yeah, now Gen.G, I mean, you have the Atacam buff, so why not just go for the Baron? Health bars are low. It looks scary, but bit of a mistake there from Chovy.
Yeah, trying to get
Zeka?
Oh, Zeka! What was that? He's just gonna die. Maybe it was a bait all along, but they've got revives. That's okay. I mean, yeah, you got two of them, but Delight might go down here as well. Keen thinking about it. But nah, yeah, he's just gonna get revived. And now there's just no mid laner for Hanwha Life Esports scenario because, yeah, you get all of that, but you still don't have a mid laner, so there's still a free objective for Gen.G, and now they're on Hextech soul points.
Yeah, so not ideal. Zeka definitely not his best Corki performance, not even his worst, to be honest. But a bit unfortunate, but it does mean they can set up some vision around Baron from his T1 days.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, especially because Chovy isn't there to poke, but the issue is you've still got Italy, so yeah, not a bad idea, but now you've kind of just leased the Baron for the enemy team, who's much stronger than you. Hanwha Life Esports, you gotta get in the pit. You have to get a steal here for Peanut. That's really the only way, as Keen is in that backline. He is distracting. Zeus is doing nothing. He's just running away. They're keeping it leashed, and they turn on the Peanut. Down goes Zeka, down goes Zeus, and this is just a massive slaughter in favor of Gen.G. Viper, no longer for this world. And that is a just straight up ace, very clean. Nobody dies on the side of Gen.G.
Remember, they have 6 grubs. They can just end here. The quickest respawn is going to be Delight. There's nothing you can do. And Gen.G will take the first game in this series.
Yeah, just like that. Really clean stuff from them. You know, there was the one dive issue early on, and from there, they just tightened it up. And it was all their game the entire rest of the way. So really big shout out to them.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.